Reformer on the mat. So we start with having your weights nearby. Uh, get yourself lying down, centered on your mat, wherever that is, and then hug your knees in a couple times just to loosen up your back. Let's do little circles like this, right? And then go the other way, right? Good. And then we start with footwork. So reformer, you would be on a carriage with a foot bar. So your toes are on the foot bar. The knees are apart, open to my shoulders. Heels together, toes are fist width apart. You take your hands and place them at the base of the skull. You lift the head and shoulders up, looking into your core, elbows wide. And then you go out to 45 degrees and you come in. One more time, press out and in, and then we go for flow. Come a little higher and go. Yes, good. Out and in and out. That's it. In and press and in. So this is usually 8 to 10 after 2 for precision. This is plenty. Head down. Deep breath. Come up. You switch knees together. Now see how my heels are down and toes are over, curled over. And you push out. And then you come in. Good. Come up a little higher. Out and in. Let's do 8 more. Out and in and out and in. 3. So you keep your core in. 4 more. Up. Come up higher. Pull your ribs down. Good. 2 more. Out. Good. 1 more. Out. And then the head goes down. Take a deep breath. Next one is heels. So the feet are flexed, little toes back, head and shoulders come up. You press out and stay, and then you come in. You go again, come up a little higher. Out, thank you. And in, and you flow, and out, and in, and out, and in. 6 more. Hopefully you're already starting to feel your core burning up higher. And yes. 2 more. Out, in, last one. So when you do this, by the time we get to the 100, which is after the next one, your core is already singing to you. Yes. Let's do tendon stretch. So lift your head and shoulders up. You go out with pointed feet, and then you flex the feet and point the feet, and flex the feet and point, and 3. So the legs stay at the same level, your core stays flat, and your head keeps testing if you can come up a little higher, because what does it do? It shortens your rectus abdominis, keep flexing and pointing, and really makes the core work hard. Flex, point, 1 more, and you come on in. Hug your knees in. Yep. Hug your knees in with your hands to release your back a little bit, because now we have to do the same position for the 100. Head and shoulders up. Hands like this, as if you have handles on the reformer. Legs go out, arms go out. Let's reach the fingers long and pump. Inhale. And exhale. If it's feeling like you need, like I do, legs a little higher, nothing wrong with that. Most important, inhale. And exhale as your core stays nice and flat. Inhale. And your head is up high enough that you're not straining your neck. Inhale. And exhale. Your modification, in case your neck is getting tired, is you put the hands behind the neck and just beat your heels together. Exhale. Yep, come up higher. Inhale. Exhale. I think we have 2 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, bend in the knees, lower your head. Whew, yes, sirree. Now that's a pretty good warm-up. So the next one is an overhead, but it's a gentle overhead. It's a short spine massage, because you'd have these short straps here. Your hands are down, your head is down. So if you want to watch one, or you can go ahead if you know this one, you frog out, swing your legs over, but not too low. Bend the knees, so I'm in like rolling like a ball position, and I roll through the spine. If it doesn't feel good, skip it. Out, go with me. just rock over. Bend the knees, roll down. Yep, make it nice and easy. And out and up is just to get that spine starting to warm up. And rolling it through. Again, frog out and up. Bend the knees. This time leave the heels and stretch your hips away so you're straightening the legs, which is going to give you a bit of a stretch through your hamstrings, and then you go into your frog position. Good. And watch one more time. Heels are glued. Out and up. Bend the knees. My heels are still glued. And roll down. Do one more with me. And out, up, bend the knees, heels are glued, and you roll away. Keep those heels glued. Now you're doing it right. That's short spine massage. Good. Next one, unfortunately, another one with your head up. Knees are in, but you're in that frog position. Head up, elbows like this. You could also do this with weights if you would like. You go inhale, arms and legs out. Hold your breath. Legs go open and shut. You bend the knees in, exhale, reach the arms, and bend the elbows. 3 more times. Inhale out. Hold your breath, open, shut. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms, and bend the elbows. Again, inhale out. Hold your breath, open, shut. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms, bend the elbows. Last one, and you go out. Now there's the hard one. Stay there. Beat your heels together, holding your breath. Then bend the knees, bend the elbows, head is down, hug your knees in. Okay, the next thing is all seated. It's the rowing series. So first you rock up, move yourself back. I'm going to go to slight diagonal so I can see you guys better. So this one's back rowing because you would be facing the back of the reformer. Your hands are here if you have your weights. Make sure it doesn't bother your neck. So see how tall up I am? It almost looks like I'm arched, right? And you go out to the diagonal. Lower the fingertips. Lift the arms up by the ears. Circle around, elbows back. Inhale out. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. And circle around. One more. Inhale. Now as you lower the fingertips, stay forward up on your sit bones. Now as you come up, don't let the weight pull you backwards. Stay forward, 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 forward. Nice. And then the next one's from the hips. Flex the feet, little toes back, round. Reach your hands along the mat with your weights. Lift the arms up and plug your arms in. Then you lift the arms up, open around, and go from here. Again, head in, rounded, reach, stack the spine up, and lift up, open, around. One more time, reach forward, lift your spine, nice and straight, up, open, and around. And I forgot, I should have done back rowing. So this is actually called front rowing. I now correct myself. And you have the weights like this, and we do shaving. So the first one, I'll show you sideways. You can see how straight my back is, elbows wide. And I just do this motion in front of my face, like this. And then I can go behind my head only if it doesn't turn into this. Right? So you keep those elbows really wide. Now pull your ribs back a tiny bit. Yes, good. Different, right? So you really work through this part of your back. Good job. Up and up and up. Open the arms, change the cross of your legs. And we go inhale, exhale, hug a tree. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now change the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Watch, I don't go too far behind. See what would happen to my neck? I stay a little in front. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Put the weights down. So when I put this tape together, I will now slice and put this next one in front of this, because it'll drive me crazy otherwise, because it won't be in order. No one will know. Back rowing. All right, guys, so here we are. The first one is into the sternum. So you're right here, chin to the chest, you curl back. It's like you did the roll up, right? And you're at this place, you open the arms, press back, dive the head up and over, keeping your core nicely in. Lift the arms up to the ceiling, lower, circle, and reach to your ankles. Come up and we go again. Inhale, curl back. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach, but don't go behind your body. Then dive up and over simultaneously. Lift the arms up, lower, circle, and stretch. One more time. Good job. Inhale, curl back. Exhale, open. Inhale, press. Exhale, up and over. Dive that head and lift your arms up, circle forward, and you stretch. And come up. Good. All right. So the back rowing, then front rowing. And then we go on to long box. Okay. So long box starts with the swan. So you'll lie down. It's this box that's up and you're holding straps that are and you're pulling on a spring. So you leave your weights right next to you and we start with swan. So swan is just like on the mat. You anchor the hips, lift the abdominals, lift your chest up, put the heel of the hand in, and you come up. And you're gonna stay there, come down slowly, lift your hands off, and you come down. Let's do one more. Anchor hips, lift abdominals, lift your chest, put the heel of the hand in, come up. Now you can either stay there or do 4 swan dives, modified in my case, which means really stand up, really stand up. 2 more and up, and last one and up. You lie down all the way, sit back in a rest pose to stretch your back out. And you come forward right away, grab your weights, hold them next to your chest for pull straps. Anchor the hips, elbows are in. Now, the hips are anchored, long neck, push your fists into the mat, lift your chest up. When your hands come off, do not lose any of the height of your chest. Hands off, hands go back. Now reach the fingers, bring the palms downward, bring the palms outward, rolling your shoulders back, and then you return the arms and lengthen down. Tuck your hips under to release your back. Push your hands into the mat, lift your chest. Hands come off, arms go back, palms are facing into your hips. Palms down, palms out, and you return. One more time. Anchor hips, lift abdominals, push into the mat, lift your chest up, lift your hands off, go back, palms down, come up higher, and lift, palms out, and you return. The T, hands go straight out to the side in your T, palms are down. Anchor hips, lift your chest off the mat, lift your hands off the mat, pull the arms back. They come right against your hips, palms down, and then you return. Anchor hips, lift your chest, lift the hands, pull back, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, and return. Last one. Anchor hips, lift your chest, lift your arms, pull back, higher, 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 and you return. Put your weights down, sit back in your rest pose. So those are the pull straps. Next one is on your back. So we go from arching to flexion of the spine. So sort of relieves your back a bit to keep changing what direction you're going in, which is what I like about the system so much. All right, we'll breathe here, okay? So pull in your knees, hands holding the weights. Backstroke is nothing like anything you could ever do in the water. Head and shoulders up, elbows wide. Inhale, arms and legs up to the ceiling. Open to the V. Exhale, legs together, arms next to your hips. And you just roll up a tiny, tiny, tiny. Legs stay low, and you come in. Inhale up, It's like you're gliding through the water. Open right here. I'm just gliding through the water. I just roll up a little and in. Good job. 2 more times. Inhale up. Open, exhale, forward and scoop and roll up a little bit, not too much because we have teaser next. So this is just a warm up. And last one, up, open, forward, stay, roll up a little, and then let your head go down, look side to side. Right, all right. So now you'll have, first version is the easier version of the teaser, and then we'll do full version for the second two. You choose what's best for your back. So holding the weights is going to help you. So you're here, knees in, head and shoulders up, arms come slightly off and they're soft, right? Palms up. As you roll up, the legs extend to the V, and then the arms lower lift, fight for it, lower lift, and roll down, softening your knees all the way. Good. Yeah, early, but then you're done with teaser, right? It's great. All right, legs extend, and we'll try 2 more teasers this way. So you still want your weights. Head in, arms are off, legs come off, and you slowly use the weight to help you to come up. Now you can circle the arms. 1, circle the arms. 2, hold the arms up and roll yourself away with control. And good. You only have 1 weight. If you only have 1 weight, you can hold it like this in front of you, okay? And last one, head in. We always do 3 sets of teasers, no matter where we are. Arms off, soften, legs up, roll up, and we'll circle the other way. Circle around in 1, circle around in 2, keep those shoulders down, circle around and hold it, and roll it down. Roll it down, roll it down. Yay! All right, last thing on the long box, there's something called horseback, which we don't do because you need props to get up into that horseback position. So we do hamstring curls. Hamstring curls, you can either put a ball between your knees or a magic circle between your ankles, or a yoga block between your knees also works. Okay, yep, between, exactly. Good, so we're like this, parallel flexed feet, palms are down, or in my case, I put my hands under my thighs to encourage myself to use those hamstrings. And you lift the legs up, 1, lift the legs up, 2, hugging the ball, 3, you should do 8 of them, 4 more, 5, up, 6, yep, and 7, 1 more, and 8. And then you can sit back in your rest pose. Good. All right. Good, guys. All right. Next is short box. So the long box gets turned on top of the reformer, and we go into this position here. The feet are down, they're apart. Be really helpful if you happen to have ankle weights like we have back at 23andMe. So you round here and you go back just to tips of shoulders, and then hands can come here and you bring yourself up. And you go again. So if you wanted to, you could go to totally straight. This is a hard version. And head in and round up with straighter legs and bend them at the end. Or you can keep the knees soft all the way back. Head in and up. Not as hard as the teaser, right? But the same action as the teaser. Good, next one. We'll keep the knees slightly bent. Hold either like this, or you could hold a ball between your hands, and you're tall, and you hinge back, flat back, and then you come up. Good. So don't let your back sink at all, right? It just stays the same, and you're just using the hinge of the hips. Inhale back, Exhale up. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. You go side to side and over. I'm going to straighten my legs so I can stay in front of the sit bones. And up. Good. Over. These are very good. Nice. Yep. So you make sure that have that little bit of the lift in the sacrum. 1 more. So you're right up on your sit bones. And 1 more. Good. Last is twist and reach. I need a little softening of the knees. Twist toward the camera, and I'll twist this way. Lengthen back. Come up and center. Twist away and go back. Good job. Up and center and twist. Lengthen back. Up. Center and twist. Lengthen back. Pull those ribs with you. Up. Good. And 1 more set. Twist. Reach back. Reach, reach, reach. Up. Center. Last one. Twist. Lengthen back. Lengthen. Up. And center. Good. Nice. Last one here is the tree. So we go here. And you try to stay just as tall, and you stretch the leg and bend. Sort of like what we do when we're doing one leg circles in the mat work, right? And up. Then you climb up to your ankle. Don't hold any higher. See how I'm a little leaning back? I'd rather hold lower and get my shoulders right over my hips, flat back as possible. Keep the leg exactly where it is. Round your spine up and forward. Keep the position, go back till your leg is on the ceiling. Then you're gonna walk down, and I might massage my leg as I go down. And lying on your back, as if you're going to do one leg circles, but you're not. The head comes up. Now here's the hard thing. You're gonna try to keep the leg there. I can't quite, it lowers a little bit. And then you finish, yeah, hard. 2 more times. Round, forward, deep, and abdominals. Back you go. Walk down. Walk down. Massage your leg as you go down. Good. Leave it at the ceiling and try to leave it there. Use your arm strength. Use your arm strength. And then lower the leg. That's fine. Good. 1 more. Lift up and over. Back you go. Walk it down. Hand over hand. Back you go. Nice. Last one, head in. Massage your leg coming up. Ugh. Getting tired, I can tell now. Put your opposite hand across and counter stretch. Good. And you switch other side. Very nice. Stretch and bend. A little limbering first. This is called limbering. So after 3, you stay straight. Yep. Climb up. Stay as tall as you can. So lower the leg. Yeah, there we go. Round forward. See if you can straighten your leg more. Rock back. Walk down the leg. Good job. All the way down. Head in. Walk up the leg. And lower. Nice. Fight for it. Fight, fight. Good. Round forward. Scoop in. Walk down. I'm really squeezing my muscles to get them to release a little bit. Head in. Squeeze your muscles on the way back up. And lower. 1 more. Up and over. Deep in abdominals. Back you go. Massage all the way down. Straightest leg possible. Now climb the tree. Climb the tree. And lower. Opposite hand comes across. And you stretch. How flat a back? Yes, good. Up, 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 up. Nice. Very good. Nice. All right. Let's go from long box. Long stretch series. So I don't know if you guys remember, we haven't done this that many times. So long stretches where you're in a push-up position going back and forth. So since we can't slide back and forth. We will instead do a version, it'll seem a little bit like a sun salutation. So you want to watch once and then join in. You'll start in your push-up position. I like my feet apart for this version. And then from here, you bend the elbows. Before you get to the bottom, you bend the knees, straighten your arms and arch. Then you lift the hips, drop your heels down, and return. All right, let's see everyone in a push-up position. Here we go. Bend the elbows, lower yourself down. Straighten the arms, bend your knees and arch. Lift your hips, drop the heels down, stretch the back of your legs, and bring your weight over into a good plank. Bend the elbows, lower, lower, lower. Bend the knees, straighten the arms, arch, keep the back of neck long. Lift your hips, drop the heels down. And you return one more time. Bend, straighten arms and up. Lift hips, drop the heels. Now stay there and start walking your feet in one at a time. And you actually lift the hip and put the foot down. Lift the hip. Lift the hip, and you're going to try to bring the feet all the way to your hands. Try. This is called the elephant, and then you go backward. Lift, lift, lift. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. And we go again. Lift and flat foot, lift and flat foot, lift hip, flat, all the way in. And go again. Foot, 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 foot. Good job, guys. One more time. 1, 2. Maybe some of you are flexible enough to bring your feet right between your hands. I'm not quite there. And then back. Remember, it's a practice, not a performance. And back we go. You stay there for a moment. And then bend your knees and come down. Very good. Shake out your wrists. It's a lot on the wrists, right? Good. Okie doke. All right, next is 3 million teasers because we didn't do enough. It's called stomach massage and it's all in a teaser position. So this is one of the hardest ones without the equipment. Okay, so basically you're going to get yourself into, if like you're doing a half roll down, the tailbone curled under, and then lift your shoulders up and forward, keeping the curl here. So my shoulders are right over my hips. Put your hands in front of you, then lift into a little frog position. So your toes would be on the foot bar of the reformer. Trying to maintain this shape, you push the legs out, lower the heels, lift the heels, and in. Point, flex, point, in. Stay forward there, hard, and in and out. Flex, point, in. 4 more. Flex, stay rounded. I'm telling you, this is the hardest one for everybody. 2 more. Out, flex, point, in, out, flex, point, in, feet down. Stretch up and flatten your back for a moment. Okay, next one is same thing, but the hands are back. So what's hard with this one is you're rounded in your lower back, but your shoulders are up and rotated out. Yep, and lift your feet. And you try to stay there and go out. Flex, point, in and out, and flex. Now notice how I keep my shins on the same level as I go out, right? So they don't go lower. That's really hard. And they don't go higher. They just go straight out. Yep, 1 more. Roll those shoulders back. Yes, and bring this down. Almost done. So it's a distraction technique to give you other versions there. Last is straight and then with twist. So here we go. Just hold the position, go out and in. 3 of them. Out and in. Hold your core. Out and in. Then twist to me. Twist. return, other way, twist. Good, 2 more sets. Hold your core in. You can do it, yes. And twist. Last 2. Twist. Return, last one, good. Twist. And then stretch out. Whew. That's a hard one. Okay, we do a combination of 2 exercises now. One is called tendon stretch, and the other one is kind of a shoulder bridge position called semicircle. So this one, you use your hands to support you, and you lift your hips up, and then you go to your shoulder bridge. You flex back, and you bend the knees and lift. Let's go. And go back.
My arms are not long enough.
Try going to fists. They are long enough. Everybody's are, but it just feel like that. So you lift up. Yep, got it. Up. Let's see. Just go up to your shoulder bridge. There. And then just sit back, even if your hips go down for now. Yep. And then you lift up and reach. Yes. And you come down. And then eventually you'll do it keeping your hips off. So first steps. First things first. Good job. All right. What do we have now? Oh, we have the arm series after this. No, we have jackknife. Jackknife. Okay. So jackknife, is just like the mat. If your shoulder doesn't feel up to it, don't do it, or your back. Otherwise, we do 4. Now, the difference is, in this version, we start with the legs all the way down and the arms here like you're holding straps. So you could do just this first part. You could try to just do this and come down to start. And then Chelsea will do the whole thing. And then you go over, jackknife up, and roll down. Now, once your legs are perpendicular, the arms lift as the legs lower. Yep. And the arms lower, legs lift, over and up. Roll down. When the hips are down, you return. 2 more times. Arms, legs, over and up. And roll down. I'm on my hair. Delightful. And 1 more. Over and up. Roll it down. And then hug in your knees. Good. Nice. Okay, now with your weights, I've discovered I can kneel on this. It doesn't bother me to kneel. But if you guys can kneel normally, I'm gonna bring the camera up a little. There. Okay. Okay. So this is chest expansion. More adjustments. Okay, here we go. So we're kneeling. Okay. If you want weights or not, up to you. So inhale, you pull the arms back. Hold your breath. Look left, look right, look left, and return. And go again. Inhale, pull. Hold your breath. Look left, look right, and return. 1 more set. Inhale, pull back. Hold your breath. Look right, look left, return. Good job. Last one. Inhale, pull back. Hold your breath. Look left, look right, and return. The next one you can do just there, but bring your legs narrow enough that you could be hugging a ball between them. Okay? So you don't want the knees to go like this, or the feet. See how you can now see my feet? That means my legs aren't in alignment. It'll twist your knees. So if you were all 10 toenails into the mat, thigh stretch, drop the head, and you hinge back, and you bring the arms down, and you hold, 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 lift, and you come up. Good. Chin in, and you go back, and you hold. 2, 3, lift, brings you up. 2 more times. Hinge. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Lift. And up. 1 more. Back you go. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And up. And very good. All right. The last one, sorry, still waits, is arm circles. So have the palms forward, stay in your peripheral vision. Have a slight bend to the elbow. You don't want to go into hyperextension because it pushes your shoulder forward. So you soften your elbows even more. Yes, keep that and circle the arms. 1, circle 2. So it allows the arms to work correctly in the shoulder. Don't go behind your head. Thank you, good. And around, another way, and 1. So always I can see my hands in my peripheral vision looking straight ahead. Otherwise, very hard to control how the arm is working in the shoulder socket. Okay, real important. All righty, mermaid is next. It's a little break. So, thank goodness, right? All right, so you have your feet here. This arm is up. 3 times we go over and you reach and come up. Good. Inhale over. Exhale, return. And 1 more. We go over and bend. Let's go downward. There's a nice little stretch. Look forward and bring your chest up toward the ceiling. And then return in my direction. Open through the T. Good. And counter stretch. Pull this hip away. Reach, reach, reach. Press down. Put your hands behind you. You do a teaser to transition. Because we haven't had enough teasers yet. Not. Up we go. Inhale. Especially this one with all that stomach massage. You can go toward the ankles. Just a little. And up. So first one is less. Then inhale and go a little further. Go, go, go. Nice. And return. And 1 more. Go as far as you can. Reach. Stretch. Roll down. Look at your legs. Look forward. And look upward. Reach. Now come back. Look this straight ahead at me. Through the T, go out and counter stretch. Good. All right, you press up. Now you're gonna stay right here. We go into snake. Snake is a breathing exercise and it's sort of a plank exercise where you're both arching and curling, okay? So whichever way you're facing, the arm that's on the same side is further ahead than the other one. I should bring this down a bit, shouldn't I? You can see me now that we're not kneeling. So I have my feet stacked on top of each other. They're a little bit out. Yeah, 1 hand is further back. Now I'm going to keep this position and lift up onto the toes into a V. So you always stop and finish in this V. Now, the hips come down, but I keep my chin to the chest. Then I lift the head and arch the upper back. Then the head comes in only, and you come up. Let's go again. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, arch. Inhale, head in. Exhale, hips up. 2 more. Hips down. Arch. Head in. Lift the hips up. 1 more. Hips down. Inhale. Exhale, arch, head in, inhale, come up, and you sit down. Yep, and away we go. I forgot to bring a hair to doohickey. Okay, here we go. Feet on top. Yep, and then up you come. Hips down, inhale, arch, exhale, head in, inhale, lift up. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, arch, head in, lift up. Really lift those hips. Good. Hips, arch, head in, up. One more. Inhale, hips. Exhale, arch. Inhale, head in. Exhale, lift up and sit yourself down. All right, good. All right, we have just a couple things left to do. Corkscrew, we're gonna take an extra 5 minutes. Is that okay for you guys? Can you do 5 more extra minutes? Great. All right, corkscrew. Then we have knee stretches. Then we have running and pelvic lift and splits. Okay, here we go. Just 5 more exercises in 5 minutes, 1 minute for each. Lie on your back. We'll just keep the hips down. You could do this overhead if you wanted to. Go into the powerhouse just like on the mat work. The legs circle 45 right, center, left, and stop. And you go again. Draw those shoulders back, other way, around and a stop. Again, circle around and stop and circle around and stop. One more set. Swing it around and stop. Last one. Swing it around and stop. Hug the knees in. Good. Knee stretches. If you happen to have socks on and a wood floor, you could just go out and in, but we don't have that. So you're here in your kneeling position, toes hooked under. You lift in a rounded position, lift your knees off, and you hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, scoop, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the knees down. You can keep doing that, or you can do a little running man. So you hook up, bring one foot forward. I have to go up onto my fingertips now. And then you switch the legs, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 8 more. And you come down. Good. You could do a lot more if you wanted to, up to you. So face me for running. We'll do it on our backs, but I find the coordination really hard. So you reach here. It's like you pushed out, and then one foot flexes, the other knee bends. Yep. And then you go together, two pointed, flex the other foot and bend that knee simultaneously. Yes. Stretch both, flex, bend, point, both, flex, bend, point, both, flex. Good. And the brain is going crazy, and the and point, and the flex, and a point, and a flex, and a point. So the one that bends stays pointed. Let's do 2 more. Point both. Just flex one and keep the other one. No, switch. Yes. Nope, switch, switch. Sharon's. Yes. Point the foot that's the knees bent. Yes. Point both. And then here. Yes, so we all have one side that's much happier than the other. Okay. So this is a work in progress. Don't get frustrated. We're going to do that on your back now. Okay. So hands are behind the neck. Legs go out. So they're pointed. One flexes, one bends. Both point. One flexes, one bend. Both point, flex, bend. Yes, point, bend. And after a while, it'll become second nature. And believe it or not, this is what we do naturally as kids when we're skipping. Up. This is jump, land, jump, land, jump, land, jump, land. Point, both, flex. Point, both, flex. 2 more in. Last one in. Great. Shoulder bridge. Just 3 of them. Curl the tailbone under, lift the hips up, and roll yourself down. This is to get your heart rate down after those last 2 exercises. Curl and come up. And roll yourself down. 1 more. Curl and up. And roll yourself down. Good. And come up. Very last thing is doing a hip stretch. So this is the equivalent of what we call front splits. So You have your hand down here first, and you just go down and up. You can do right, just so I feel the stretch through here. Down and up. 2 more. Up. Last one. Up. Then you do the same thing with your hands here. I find this one harder. And you go down. Yep, it's hard. Hand up. I did the same thing. Down and up. Or if you're lucky and you have something to hold on to, and up. One more. And down. Good job. And up. And you come down and switch which one's in front. 5 of these. Down. So I can feel much more hip stretch on this side, so I must be tighter on this side. So notice that stuff in your body. And one more. And then you come up and see down and up. Down, squaring the hips and up. Down and stretch. One more. Down and stretch, and the feet go down. And we're done. How do you like that? Good job, you guys. Whew. That big workout.